Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I have to record this. I have to record this. This is creepy and creeping me out, but it makes you have to record it. Okay. Not that long ago, some god said, you're going to take this whole ride. You're going to take this whole trip. And they made me feel like God would, like, they made me feel like it was life or death, like I just had to make this trip. Well, there was no patient. There was a patient to pick up and take somewhere, but the patient never showed up. But some god made me feel like it was life or death. I had to take the trip. So I was like, okay, then I'm scared. I'll take the trip because I don't know as a god whether like it's really that important or not. I didn't check. And you would think, aren't you the mother? Aren't you supposed to know everything? Yeah, I'm supposed to know everything. But who would have thought they'd do that? Because what was it about? I didn't even know what it was about. And as a mother queen god, I knew it wasn't about anything important to me or my priorities, but it was important to that god. So I thought, well, I don't want some baby or somebody to die because I don't do this. So I took the damn trip. Well, I got to the middle of nowhere. And then I got to the middle of nowhere and I sat there. And then a bunch of gods said, oh my gosh, I know why the god said she had to take the trip. This middle of nowhere is where they murdered and massacred her one of the worst ways in the desert. That god was leading me to where I was massacred and murdered in one of the worst ways ever known in this desert area. Wow, yeah, that's great. Take the god to figure that out and remember that. That's great. That's great. I carry a lot of death up here. You should remind me of how it all went. Thanks a lot. So I think, well, what a jerk, but okay. I took the trip because I didn't want like some bad juju on a baby or something. So I took the trip. Okay, I did it. And then I find out it's about my own murder and some god wanting to reveal secrets about how I've been murdered all these years. And then all of a sudden, right now, the United States just tapped into my car. The United States tapped into my car and said, we know it's all true. I think these gods were helping the United States good people, which tells me what? I think the United States good people didn't care, didn't go to work, or didn't know. Because why would the United States of good people barely say they know it's all true? I've been being murdered over and over for like over 50 years. How could they barely know it's all true today? What the hell is going on? What this makes you think of is what goes on around me while I always knew the truth the whole time. Like really, that's what I think of. What the hell is going on that everybody wasn't just going to work? I've been getting murdered as a dead god all along. It only takes 2 murders to realize I come back to life and something is seriously into the world going on. And yet, I've been murdered over and over 50 years and barely the United States says we know it's all true. Where the fuck you guys been? I've been talking to good United States, but they just don't say or not say what they know or don't know. What the hell's going on? And the weirdest part, I just was waiting at a physical therapy place where nobody was going to be here. Because the United States wanted me to think about that lady talking about spanking butts and getting her miracle. And how I said spanking a butt when the baby might have got hit by a car is controversial, but gods won't get mad because they don't know what else to do to make a baby stop running in front of a car. But normally gods don't really believe in violence or harm of any type. But if your baby could die, how do you decide what's best to make your baby never do it again? But like I said before, I think you gotta teach their brain. I don't think hitting them teaches them nothing. I think it's more about scarring their brain. So maybe a little swipe on a butt just to shock them, while you put in their brain that they could have died in a way that they understand or something. So they just stay away from cars because cars easily kill them. They're just tiny babies, but this is very weird. I had to put it all on a video. This is weird.